everyone, and welcome back to the English Go Talk To podcast. I am your host, Teacher Emily, and today's very special guest is our very own French teacher, Marie.
Hi, everybody.
So, Marie, you have such a colorful culture and history and past. You grew up in France?
Yes, I'm French, born and raised. I was born in France. I studied in France. Yes.
Awesome. And other than France, have you lived any other places in Europe?
Yes, in Germany, in Hungary, in Belgium and Luxembourg. Europe is a tiny place in comparison with United States.
Yes. Where is your where was your favorite place to vacation or go on holiday?
In Europe, my favorite place is Spain, definitely.
The food? Oh my gosh, but it's delicious.
The food, the people, the culture, the language, and it's very diverse. It's one country, but there are lots of diversity inside, and it's very interesting. Any place in Spain, I recommend.
So, alrighty. Let's see. So I wanted to talk to you today about French as a language and how it goes hand in hand sometimes with English. A lot of times in American culture, things that we think are French are not actually French. And then a lot of us use a lot of French words that we don't realize are actually French. So we'll be going over those today. As a quick lesson for our audience, can you help us count to 10 in French?
How to tell what in French, sorry?
Count to 10.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It sounds so much better in English. It sounds so beautiful. I could listen to it forever. Alrighty, Teacher Marie, we're gonna play a little game. I have prepared a slideshow for you, and these are common French things that you'll hear us talk about in the United States. And I want you to tell us, is it French or is it not? So, this is, well, is it French? Come on. Here we go. Can you see it okay?
Yes.
All right. So first up, we have the French kiss.
Yeah, I know it is called like that. We don't have. We don't think it's really French. I think it's kind of international, but it's true that maybe nowadays with the pandemic, not so. But it's usually in France between friends. We kiss each other. It's normal. I think it's more normal than in any other culture. Yes.
Yes, with the greeting, when you say hello, it's usually like a kiss on the cheek, right?
Yes, and there is a debate between region. Or in my place it's 2, in my place it's 4.
There's an etiquette. I did not realize.
Yeah, usually you say so. For me it's 4. Okay. For me it's 2.
I see. Do you do more kisses, like with more, like the more friendly you are? Like, yes, my good friend. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
No, it's by region. There is region, or they naturally they do 2, over they do 4.
Yes. Regional.
And
Gotcha.
it's better to agree with the people, because it can,
Why are you still going? We only do 2 here. Stop. You're being weird. I love that. That's so cool. All right. Next we have the French Bulldog.
Yes. We say in French we say also Bulldog Français. So yes.
So are these
we want
pretty
it
popular
to be
and common
ours.
in France?
Yeah, we have a lot. Yes, it's a common. Yeah, you can see this kind of dog everywhere. Yeah.
Ah, I see. I see. All
Yeah,
right.
nice. Yeah, nice.
French toast, a popular American breakfast.
For it exists, but for us it is not at all French because I think in Europe it exists in all country, and in French we call it pain perdu, and if I translate literally, it is lost bread.
Oh,
So nothing to do with yes, but I don't know why is it called French toast, because for me it's not something really
I'm
specific to
not sure
France.
either. It looks like a very like a fat, heavy crepe. That's the only way I can connect it to French. It's a
Yeah,
fat,
and
heavy crepe.
my grandparents used to do it's a easy way when you have a lot of bread, and not because
Yes.
it's a sin, you know, you never throw away bread,
Mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
it's good for using bread, you know, and it's a nice breakfast. Yes.
Ah, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Next we have the French horn.
Yeah, we have some in but for us they are not ours.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not something inherently
We don't
French.
feel it like it is specific of our country. No.
Yes, okay, I see, I see. Can't claim it. Can't claim it. Wish I could. All right, then we have the delicious French fries.
This is horrible. This is an outrageous lie. This is Belgium.
And it's audacious. It's a crime against humanity.
Yes, it's Belgium. The best French fries that you can eat in the world, it's in Belgium.
Oh
Have
God.
an incredible way of cooking them. It took hours to prepare. They really,
Wow.
and they have special place called friterie. You also find them in the north of France, and it is really, really special. And it has
Oh,
nothing to do with the one you can eat in fast food restaurants. It is really a traditional recipes.
and
But it's Belgian fries. It should be Belgian fries.
yeah, I have no idea why we call them that.
Because Belgium is at the border of France and they also speak French, so I guess.
Yeah, that's a bad habit we have of just generalizing things. Um, and as far as French food and French cuisine, do you don't really fry a lot of things. It's mostly like baking and roasting.
Yeah, true. In France, yes, but in Belgium is they have a specialty that are fried. Yes.
Ah, okay, I see, I see. French dressing.
Yeah, it's vinaigrette in French, and yeah, we traditionally in a French meal you have salad,
Uh-huh.
you have the starter, the main dish, and
Yes, you
then
have
you have,
many courses, like a full
yeah,
course meals.
yeah, at least three, but usually between the main course and the dessert you have salad and cheese
Mm.
with a dressing, and I guess the idea of French dressing comes from our traditional meals.
So, in the United States, the most common main ingredients for French dressing are cooking oil, vinegar, sugar, tomato, and paprika.
You know, it's not what we would do in France. We only put oil and vinegar with pepper and salt. The
Ah,
sugar
very light.
certainly not.
I've never tried my salad with oil and vinegar, but I really want to, just for the fancy. It feels fancy to me, and I don't know why. The French manicure.
Yeah, we call it manicure. Only yes, it's I don't know why it's called French, but
So it's actually an interesting story, and I think it really summarizes most of why everything's called French in the United States. A fashion designer designed these nails, and they became popular with celebrities, and they're like, what do you call this? What is this design? Oh, the French manicure. So this specific style with the pink and the white tips is the French tips or the French manicure. Quite interesting. All right. The French braid.
Yeah, it's a tresse or a natte in French. Why French? I don't know. Yes, sometimes girls are having their hair that way, but it's not at all compulsory.
Yeah, it's just a normal thing.
In school, so I don't know.
It's like, okay, it's just a normal thing, you know, casual. Alrighty, I think that takes care of our slideshow. Next, we have some French words that I found that we often use in our English American vocabularies. And so I would love for you to, well, first of all, give us the beautiful French pronunciation of these French words and give us a little explanation on what these words mean in French. So we're starting from A to Z, wherever you're from. So with allowance.
Allowance, it doesn't exist anymore in French. It was in Middle Age and 16th century, and then it has been totally lost. A lot of people would have no idea what's the meaning in French.
Oh, okay. So for us, we use this to talk about money, usually given to children for doing chores, cleaning up around the house or cutting the grass, you know, things like that. Do you have a French word for that?
Argent de poche ou rémunération. Mm-hmm.
Ah, so cool.
But allowance, in the past, it was about money, but it's not used anymore. But it was more linked with taxes. Yeah.
Gotcha, like business.
Yeah, business.
Okay. The apostrophe.
Apostrophe. Yes, it exists. First, it is a punctuation sign that we use a lot in French before words that are beginning with a vocal. Because for example, our article V, it is le or la because we have gender. And but if it's a word like l'apostrophe, it is not possible to say la apostrophe or le apostrophe.
You can,
so
okay.
We say and we put an apostrophe to replace the vocal.
Gotcha.
Yes. And une apostrophe, apostrophe, it's also a verb, apostrophe, when you want to call someone, yeah.
Oh, neat. We
very high language if you use that verb.
Like very
not daily language, but
gotcha. It's one of those big vocabulary words. Very, very smart. We use the apostrophe for our contractions. Most of the time it's when we take two words and we smush them together, and we use the apostrophe to represent all the words or all the letters that get thrown out. All right, our next word we have, oops, my phone locked me out. We have aperitif. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Aperitif. Yeah, aperitif. Yeah, it's a cultural word. So aperitif, first it's a drink, an alcoholic drink that quite strong, that you drink before lunch or before dinner or so. But it is more than that. it is really a social moment. People meet just to drink. Sometimes they will have lunch on their own, but they meet for the aperitif. And it's really a social moment, yes.
I see.
And now you have aperitif online because of the pandemic. People they drink online, yes.
Gotcha. I see. This and a lot of the words on this list, they're very common in fine dining. Like French and fine dining, they go hand in hand. So this is something that you would see on the menu at a fancy restaurant.
That's the same thing, because in France, it's not fancy. It is really, it can be, you know, if you take, je prends l'apéritif avant l'opéra, so I take an apéritif, it's very fancy, but it can be that you meet your mate, you know, and you before a football game and watching a football game on TV, and you have aperitif, so it's really something popular and really
I see. That's so much better than the American version. All right, avant-garde.
Avant-garde, yes, we use it, but really for talking about art. You know that you have artists d'avant-garde, but it's I have the impression when I watch American movie that Americans are using it more than we do. Everything that is a lot modern, it's avant-garde.
So avant-garde.
We don't use it in a normal context. It's a word you use in literature class or in art class or in a museum, and that's it.
Usually when we use it, it's referring to something that's unusual in a pleasant way. It's new, it's wow, but yeah, it's very overused. I don't know why. French is fancy language, I suppose. All right, aviation.
Yeah, aviation, yes, it's a total normal word to talk about all the planes and the planes business, yes.
Good.
It's like in English, yes.
Same here, we use it for the exact same thing. All right, bachelor.
We don't have we don't have it anymore. And yes, we have it, but it means somebody who is graduating high school.
Okay, gotcha.
Bachelier, and it's not at all a celeb or no.
Yes,
but we have imported from English because we have the show, The Bachelor.
Oh, The Bachelor. Okay, I see. Okay. Yes, the bachelor refers to a single male, you know, someone who's not married, usually very attractive. And also we have the bachelor's degree, which is something you get from university after college.
But that's a false frame because for us it's high school.
Speaking of which, I heard a rumor that when you study in France, you're required to learn multiple languages.
Yeah, it's true. It's at least 2.
Oh, okay.
Or if you are really in a vocational, but even in vocational high school is 2. But if you usually it's children who have more difficulty for learning. Sometimes it's only 1, but at least 1.
Gotcha. So
and normally it's English, and second language usually Spanish or German.
Okay. So what did you learn?
I started with English at 9. And then I follow up with English. My second language, I was 14, and it was German.
Wow.
And then 16 or 15, I took Spanish.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh, that's incredible. Just to be able to speak so many languages. It blows my mind.
In theory, every French student should finish high school with a B2 level in 2 languages.
Wow.
but that doesn't necessarily mean you are fluent. But you can order a coffee in the country. You can start working there if you want to. It gives you the keys. Yes.
Yeah, here in the United States, normally in high school, you study a second language for about 2 years. After that, it's optional if you want to continue, but there's not a big priority on making sure you memorize it. So most people forget. I took French, and so there's a few things I remember, but most of it I'm nowhere near fluent. I don't even try. I wouldn't trust myself in France. All right, one of my favorite French words, baguette.
Yeah, it's the bread.
It's the best kind of bread. French bread is just delicious. French pastries it's an art form. There's something just magical about French desserts and just so good. All right, ballet.
Yeah, it depends how you spell it. So the one you refer, it's the dance.
Yes.
The ballet. But we have ballet, but ballet with AI at the end, and it's a broom.
Oh.
But you pronounce, it's the beauty of French. We have so many words. We pronounce it the exact same way, but we spell it differently. Yeah.
We have a few of those words. Not very many, but a few. All right. Bon voyage.
Yeah, have a nice trip. Yes, it's the same. Yeah.
Which most of the time when Americans use it, it's just for goodbye. Not even when someone's going somewhere, but just bye. Then they'll just.
No. In French, you use it it's casual. You say it, but if somebody goes really is going somewhere, not that you are going to see, not that he's going home or something. No, that he's going to take a plane or train. Yeah.
Right. All right. Brunette.
This we don't use. Yeah, I know in English it's for a woman with dark hair, but in French we say brune. It's the color. Brun in masculine, brune in feminine, and brunette, no. In fact, if you would use it, it will sound very pejorative and not nice. Yeah.
So it's kind of derogatory, like an insult.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because the prefix is a diminutive. So no, I don't use it in French. If you want to say
I'm so glad you said that. We're learning. Okay, we're learning the rules. All right, cadet.
Cadet. Yeah, it's usually it means the second in a family, the second born.
Oh.
It can be in the military, but old. Not nowadays, but in the old military, it was, I don't know exactly, but it was a soldier.
Yes, that's what we use it for.
Yeah, but now it was in the old times, not in the army nowadays, but on a daily basis, yes, it's le fils cadet, it's the second son, yes.
Okay, I see. Champagne.
Yes. Yes, so it's the beverage, and it's a region in France, around the city of France, so 100 kilometers east of Paris, something like that. And it is not only only if the grapes were from this region, you can call the beverage champagne.
So it's not champagne unless it's from Champagne.
Yes, and it is very very controlled, and usually it's quite expensive. Champagne, it's not something you buy like this in the supermarket.
Right.
Or if you have a very cheap, it's not real champagne.
No, gotta have the real stuff, the authentic champagne. I'm learning so much. I love this. All right. A chauffeur.
Chauffeur, yes, it's the driver.
Yes.
For the bus or the taxi or your mom, if she's driving you everywhere, you can use it.
Yeah.
Or a private driver also, yes.
Yeah, I'm used to hearing it. I don't know if it's because of television, but we pretty much use it for the same thing pretty commonly, I would say. Then we have the word chic. Chic? Chic? I don't know. I've never been able to pronounce it.
Yes, yes, we use it a lot. It's a common adjective to say something is smart. Smart via the American or the British sounds like very elegant.
Okay. I see. Similar. We have the same similar use. All right. Cliche.
Cliche. Yes, it means two things. The one like in English that it's cliche, it's a stereotype. And cliche, it can also be just that it's a picture. Just it's the first sense, in fact. And then a cliche, it is a stereotype. Yeah.
I see. Deja vu.
Yes, it is in French. We use it, but it's a little bit like avant-garde. In fact, déjà vu, it is an adverb and past participle, and we use it. Yes, it means seen yet seen. Literally. So yeah, I have seen this already, or yes, I have yet seen this.
Yes.
Yeah, and we use it naturally. J'ai déjà vu ça. J'ai déjà vu. Literally in that sense, but not like in. I guess it's in Matrix, the famous déjà vu. Yeah, no.
Deja vu.
Yes.
Deja vu in English is used to express the feeling of familiar. Something is it feels familiar, but you know you haven't done it before. It's like, oh, deja vu. Like I feel like I've done this before. It's more of a sensation.
In French, we will say something different, like it sounds so familiar, or yeah.
It's just normal, where here it's mystical. Ooh, superstitious. All right. Now these are words I see all the time on perfume, and I have no idea what they mean. Eau de toilette.
Eau de toilette. Yes, it is. It is not. But it means it's not a perfume. It is something lighter. So it is something. Yes, it has the same purpose of a perfume, but it's lighter. So it means you can use it even in summer because it's
I see. Okay.
That makes sense. And usually it's less expensive.
Gotcha. Okay, that explains so much.
Perfume is for women.
Cologne.
My grandmother would have said that for teenage girl it's only eau toilette, because it's if not it's
too much. It's too
yeah. Perfume it's really chic. Yeah, but eau toilette it is really for daily use and.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Facade.
Facade. It's mainly, it is for the building. The front of the building, it's a facade.
Oh.
Then you have the second sense, when you are hiding something, you put a facade, it can be that you have your poker face, so
yes.
We have this expression, un sourire de façade, so it means a smile, a fake smile, that you are smiling, but you are hiding something behind.
Sinister.
Yes, that's facade.
All right.
It can be also for a business, that you have you pretend you are selling this, but it's a facade behind you are doing something illegal.
Ah, like a scam.
Yeah.
Shameful, shameful. Speaking of faux.
Faux. Faux mean false. You know, you have right or false, vrai ou faux. It means also fake for diamond or for jewelry. C'est du faux. For money.
Here we have faux fur, the fake leather, the faux leather, or pleather.
Yeah, faux means false or fake.
So what is a faux pas?
It's when you do something awkward, you know. Oh, I'm so happy you are pregnant. Shh, she didn't know. Oh, faux pas. You know, I should not have said that.
We have an idiom for that. It's to have your foot in your mouth when you catch your foot in your mouth.
Yes.
Then we have fiancé.
Yeah, fiancé. It is a kind of old-fashioned.
Ah.
It means that you are engaged. You use only, if not, we have word for girlfriend or fiancé. It means because in the past there was a ceremony for the engagement, but nowadays maybe some family they are still doing it, but no, it's not traditional anymore.
Gotcha.
But sometimes when you say it's my fiancé, it means you are getting married soon.
Right. Same for here. I didn't know it had that history.
Male
though.
or female? We have it's masculine or feminine. Yeah.
Yes. All right. What about a gallery?
A gallery. It can be a lot of things. So originally in architecture, it was something that was around a building, and you were able to walk like in a cluster or something. Nowadays, when you say gallery, I think museum, where you can go to see an exhibition.
Yes,
it can be also actually there are galleries. It's also a mall that we call some are called mall, usually because you have lots of light and it's big space.
Oh, and I have to ask, how many times have you been to the Louvre?
I have I live near Paris for a while, so quite often.
More than you can count.
And when I was a student, it was free. Then I worked for education, so it was free. And every first Sunday of the month it's free, so you have it's really a lot of opportunities. Yes.
That is so awesome to be home to the best art gallery in the world. That has to be when you wake up in the morning, you just feel great just to be able to just.
For me, le Louvre is just one of the art museums in Paris.
I see.
That are really great. They are smaller. But that really works.
Just as good. Awesome. Okay. Gastronomy.
Yeah, it means exactly the same in French. You know, it's art, culinary art, fancy food, and yes, not the one your grandmother is cooking.
I see. For us, it kind of whenever in science and education, gastronomy is the study of the stomach and the digestive system.
No. Only for culinary art we use it. Yeah.
But I think I've heard it referred in that sense as well, but only like on cooking shows and things. Okay, and one of the things we like to do in the United States is we like to pronounce our H's, those so you have to make sure you brush your teeth so they can smell your breath. So heritage.
Yeah, so in French we don't pronounce the H, so héritage.
And the same thing with homage. We like to pay homage.
If you want to fake a French accent as a speaking English, you just cut all the H. But it's kind of a cliche because normally we know, it's first thing we learn in English class. You have to say like Harry Potter, not Harry Potter. Yes.
That is
And
great.
so, heritage, yes, little same like in English, more or less, yes.
All right. Liaison.
Liaison can be a lot of things. So liaison, it's a connection. So it is in the language. In French, we attach the word. That's why when I speak French, you don't know where are the word, because we put all things together. That's why we have the impression we are speaking so fast.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
We go by group. We don't have accent per word. We have accent per group, for example, in French. So, for example, les enfants, so the children, les enfants. I don't say les enfants. I will say les enfants. I will attach the S with the beginning of the word. And this is a liaison. Liaison in between trains. Il y a liaison entre Paris et Bruxelles. That means there is a train connection between Paris and Brussels. Liaison is a connection, and a liaison can be an affair, between two person. And there is this famous book from the 18th century, Les liaisons dangereuses, dangerous liaison in English. I know.
Yeah. I see, the scandal. Oh my. All right. Magnificent.
We don't, there is, it's an old word, magnificence, but we still have magnifique. Great.
I see. So it just kind of got a remix, or kind of cleaned up a little bit. All right. Machine.
Machine, yes, it's a really common word for not only for machines, but any kind of device you have in a house can be a machine. The washing machine,
okay.
The dishwasher, we call everything machine.
We call appliances.
Yeah, even computer. If you are just like, you are angry against your computer, you say, oh, this stupid machine. It's the machine, yes.
Yes. Metabolism.
Metabolism, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's how your body works.
Navy.
Navy, like the Navy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now we have navire, which means a boat.
Okay.
Boat. Yes, we have navigation, but just navy, no. It would be navy in French, but no, we don't have it just like that. But
we usually use it to refer to our boat military. The military that's just on the boats. The Navy.
Yeah, I know the song, In the Navy.
Yes! Nocturnal.
Nocturne, we would say, and it's everything that is night, that is happening at 9. If you have, if you go to the movies, we have a séance nocturne during the night.
I see.
So for the animals that are living nights, they are called.
That's what we use it for.
Yeah.
Here's one that I think almost every American knows, because there was a very famous cartoon that had an episode where he learned a certain phrase. So omelette. The phrase he learned was omelette du fromage. Yeah,
omelette. It is a common. It is a specialty, I would say, with eggs. Very easy. I don't like. I like eating, but I don't like cooking. But I'm the queen of the omelette. So, you just have to break the eggs, and then you mix and you put in the fry, and it's delicious and full of proteins.
I haven't been able to master the making of the omelet.
Yeah.
They're hard to make sometimes, or at least hard for me. I'm not very skilled. All right. Papier mâché.
Papier mâché. Yeah, it's we use only in art because it's a special kind of paper that you can build things in it. Yes.
So our
And we
paper
use it
mache is.
also if you say somebody face is like papier mâché, it means that it doesn't look
Ooh,
really well. Yes,
not a good, not a
very
compliment.
sad and very devastated.
All right. Poetic.
Poetic, yes. Things that sounds like a poem.
Same. Rendezvous.
Rendezvous, that's very interesting because in French, rendezvous, it means appointment.
Ah.
So you have rendezvous with your doctor, with your teacher, but it doesn't mean you have an affair with the doctor or no.
Yes,
It's just
thankfully, hopefully.
a rendezvous is not a date. It's an appointment.
It's one of those things we call a double entendre, meaning that it has a normal meaning but also a suggestive meaning. So it depends on how you use it. Rendezvous, especially in military, could just mean a meetup, the area we meet at, or having a rendezvous with the doctor. That's different. Reservoir.
If you want in French, when you say rendezvous, you don't imply anything. So you can tell me, j'ai rendez-vous avec Héloïse. Okay, j'ai rendez-vous. No, you have to be more explicit.
What?
Likes me or something like that, because if you just say rendezvous, we will not understand anything special.
Gotcha. It doesn't make any sense. Who are you meeting? All right, we have the word reservoir.
Sorry,
reservoir. That's how you say it.
Reservoir. Yes, you have one in every car, which is not electric. It's where you put the gasoline.
Ah, I see.
And if it's outside the car, it is also a big place where you can store water or cereals or anything. It's to store.
Ricochet.
Ricochet. We use it as it is a game when you are a kid. When you throw some stones in the water, and you are doing ricochet, and it's an art because you have to see the round in the water, we use it as a metaphor also, that you say something as a ricochet effect, an effet ricochet, meaning that there would be an aftermath.
Yes, and that game, we call it skipping stones. You find a nice flat rock, throw it across the water. Very fun, very fun. All right. Souffle.
Souffle, it's doing this. It's a verb. But a souffle in cooking, it's a special kind of a cake, but it's very tricky because it goes up, but during a small amount of time, and then it's going down. So if your guests are late, your souffle is going to be down. So a souffle is known for this particularity. Yes, so it can be a cake, but the more often souffle we use as a verb to say like the wind. The wind is
here's a popular one. Tournament.
In it makes me think of Harry Potter. With a tournament, it's tournoi, and yes, for in chivalry and things like that. But in French, it's tournoi.
It's commonly used in English for sports. Anytime there's a basketball, football, soccer tournaments going head to head.
Yeah, we will never, maybe among kids, but in at high level tournoi for football, no. For basketball, no. But for fencing, yes.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Fencing, definitely.
Utensil.
Ustensile.
Wow, it's different. Okay.
Yeah, it's any kind of tools.
And
especially in the kitchen. Yeah.
yes, that's what I'm used to. Then finishing up, we got the last of our words, variety.
Variété, and it's you have a choice. You have a lot of
We love variety, a selection. And then we have the word zest.
zest. Yes, it's also very used in the kitchen. It is with lemon or any kind of agrumes. You just you don't want to press it, but you just get the zest.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I guess
and
it's like a
it is also, if you say un zest, that means like an inch, you would say yeah, very little of something. It can
gotcha.
be also metaphoric, like un zeste d'humour, like an inch of humor. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Just a little bit of zest.
Yeah.
We commonly use pinch, like just a pinch of
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, my goodness, we had so many words today, and you have taught me so much in just this quick interview. Well, I definitely would love to come back and interview you more on French culture and things, because you're so fascinating. I love it, and it's just I love these interviews. But other than French, what other classes do you teach at GOTALKTO?
I only teach French.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, but there are many ways because people have different interests. So
your English is very good. I like your English. You're very easy to understand.
Thank you.
You're very well. I'm being honest, I swear. I'm being honest. I don't try to, how they say, butter people up. So before you go, I want to try my American humor on you. I've got a few French jokes. I want to try and make you laugh. So my first question is, how do French people store their bread? You know? Can you guess? They baguette. All right. Did you know that French people never eat 2 eggs? It's because 1 egg is enough.
Yeah, because in French, egg is œuf.
And then that one's a pun because it sounds like the English word enough. Like, I'm full enough. And you have to be careful when you tell French jokes because a Frenchman might let out a little wee. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, Teacher Marie. We are going to stop our session right there, and hopefully we'll come back, and I would love to get to know more information, and I'm sure our audience can't wait to get to know more about you.
Let us know in the comment if you have particular wish for our next session.
Yes, please. And come visit us at GOTalkTo.com to learn English with me or French with Teacher Marie. All right. Thank you so much, Marie. And we'll see you later.
Go talk.